Hello, and welcome back to Spooky Saturday. We're gonna continue our adventures in Amnesia. Last time, I believe we had met our friend Agrippa? Agrippa? Ag- Agrippa, I think. He's right there, you can see him in the background. He wants us to kill him. Yeah. And I totally forgot how. Seeks a note written by a man named Johann. Right.
By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Meyer.
Okay.
You never heard of Johann Meyer?
No.
My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history. And you don't know him? Or is it the world who has forgotten him?
That seems more likely. Yeah, anyway, Agrippa is somehow talking through this jar, and I have to kill him. I think. Eventually. That's a spooky door. Not surprised. Same here, probably? Yeah. One tinder. How much oil do I have? Plenty. Okay. So yeah, I didn't intentionally take a week off, but after PAX I was feeling kind of tired. It's funny because I was so, thrilled with myself for sticking to it while I was there, and then I got back and I was like, I'm gonna sleep. But whatever. I discovered a really funny technical issue with my that's a good room. With my mic, actually, just now, where it uses a mini USB to jack into the computer, which is pretty standard. But the one that it comes with, the cable that it comes with, is super long, like 10 feet long, which is understandable. Like, you want, your mic to be able to move wherever you need to put it. But I haven't been using that. Why do I have meat? Why meat? Why? I don't like where this is going. A slab of fresh meat. But I hadn't been using the default cable that it came with because it is super long, and I just happen to have...
I know this. I've been here already. I know this taste. The taste of Damascus rose obfuscating the truth in the dim haze. They may sweep the traces from my memory, but my body remembers. These cuts speak volumes, even though my mind remains silent. They will be back.
That sounds good.
They will be back.
Okay. But I wasn't using the default cable for the mic because I had the PS3 charging cable right there, and that's also mini USB or micro USB, whatever it is. And I had moved the PS3 to the other room, back to the living room, because my girlfriend wanted to play Amalur, which is a super underrated game, and if you still have access to it, you should totally check it out. Fuck. But, the default cable and then the other micro USB cable I had lying around create a weird little audio buzz, and the PS3 cable doesn't. Uh-huh. The fuck is going on? The hell was that? So yeah, short story long. I accidentally, serendipitously used a cable that didn't create a weird audio hum. Huzzah! Carefully cutting the man open made him think this is how Father must feel about his craft. Being an artisan, relying on one's skills to perform something so delicate, grants a certain form of pride. Uh-huh. There's a lot of perfectly sane, healthy individuals here. Sure are. Why do I have a slab of meat? There, I'm not. Bruised. Remembering how to lean. Oh good, an attic door.
Help her! Find a way!
Good. Was that a hallucination, or is there machete tooth face over here? No, there's 100% machete tooth face over there. Great. Go away.
Just a little further.
It's like Orpheus descending into the underworld.
Are you hiding something?
What do you mean?
Never mind. Your intuition is remarkable.
I'm not sure I'm following.
Me neither.
It doesn't matter. It's just a myth after all.
Do you see me? You saw me. Shit. Are you stuck? I think he's stuck. Oh, and he got bored. Sometimes glitches work in your favor. Oh, you're so gross. I don't like the sounds you're making. Yeah, go that way. Are you biting it? Just looks like he's headbutting the door. Yeah, I gotta quit staring at him. Book it this way. Okay, see you later. Bye. Okay, so gotta find a note. Looks like an important room. Huh. Seems unlikely that I could survive that. Yeah, I'm not gonna touch that. I fell for that last time. Smooth hemispherical depression at the top. Gee, I wonder if an orb goes there. I feel like might be able to finish this today. Maybe one more episode after this. I feel like we're approaching the end game here. Oh, do we have to do more maintenance? That would be sweet. Sounds like there's machinery down there. Oh, hey, a note.
12th of August, 1839. Banishment ritual is taking longer than expected.
and we have to do what is needed. I spend my time helping out the prisoners.
Helping out.
Being around these degenerates makes me ill. None of them even tries to face their punishment with any kind of dignity. They taunt me with their lies of innocence and their cowardly pleas of mercy.
Maybe because they're innocent?
What can make a man fall so far from the grace of a civilized existence?
Being imprisoned.
They are all wicked men, and I remind myself of it constantly. Still, I am thankful for God sending these monsters our way, as they will serve as the instruments of my salvation.
You have never sounded crazier.
Try to study the different tools in the torture chamber and learn how to use them if...
I take it back.
Last time was messy, and the effect suffered from my inexperience. When the next warding is to be performed, I shall be ready.
You're a nut job. Bucket of tar? What am I gonna do with meat? No, come on. And a bucket of tar. Getting a little nervous about these things I'm collecting. Tinder. It's no use. Bucket of tar. Can I use the tar on it? Okay. Pretty sure I can't use meat on the door.
She deserved it, that little bitch.
Oh, good. Good to know we're playing a sympathetic protagonist. My favorite kind. In personal news, I started running again after not doing it for almost a year. And I was not very good, but I did it. It was actually at the behest of my girlfriend, because I was sitting around being super restless and fidgety, and she's just like, go for a run. I was like, you know what, that's a good idea. All is lost. I must once again start over. Ever since I recovered the orb first found by Agrippa, I have depended on it for my research. The incident with Wilhelm made me most impetuous. Fearing a paucity of prisoners, I proceeded with the final ritual without proper foresight. The orb cracked and fell into 6 parts, and then they scattered to the forest temple, the water temple, the earth temple, fire temple. I have tried everything, but have yet to mend the thing. Unless I can think of a way to piece it together, I will have to find another. There is still life in the pieces, and even if the orb isn't restored, I might be able to salvage some of its power for some other purpose. Centuries have passed in vain, and I begin to wonder if... I think that's the wrong past. Past. P-A-S-S-E-D. And I begin to wonder if I will ever be able to see my love again. How much longer can I sustain my life? It's kind of depressing. How tall is this person? Damn. They're like 6'5", if Daniel is 6 feet tall. Oh, good. Uh-huh. Break the pot. No. What's this? Probably not important. That's a good room. Good things happen in here. There's even a bottomless pit. Easy for body disposal. Okay. What am I supposed to do with the sacrificial altar here? Huh. Do I have the note? I can pick it up. I need an orb. lie scattered in the torture rooms. Back where Agrippa is? Ooh, spooky draft.
Is this guilt I'm witnessing, Daniel? If so, blame yourself. You started this. You sent me that letter asking for help, and this is how you repay me? How dare you?
I feel like that wasn't a flashback. I'm guessing... Yeah, didn't think so. Okay. Did he go to the next area? Or did he just disappear? Something died inside of him that day. Watching that man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Yeah, killing someone will take a toll. Especially a prisoner. Daniel. You're gonna die horribly at the end and I'm not gonna feel bad. Daniel. Would you stop doing that?
These cells are meant to hold prisoners who are under treatment.
Treatment.
People you send for will end up here. Remember that the confinement itself works as a preamble to the torture, and you should pace yourself. Don't take anyone before they are ready.
Pace yourself.
Sounds from the
Torture.
torture chambers are shuttled in through those pipes in the ceiling. Manage your victims well, and let one prisoner's pain instill terror in his cellmate.
Ow. Smack myself in the face with the door. Am I looking for orb pieces? Kinda don't understand what you want here. There's nothing in here. Also, I have meat for some reason. No, nothing in the pipes. What do you want from me? There's nothing in here. I'll run out of oil. Fuck. Nothing in here. In any of them. The walls look weird. Just like go talk to Agrippa. Spooky teeth chattering, shut up.
How are things coming? I was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that. Is it so wrong? I found a Mithraeum once. One which had not been plundered. Do you know Mithraeum?
No idea.
I suppose it doesn't matter. It is an old faith, building temples out of caverns.
Huh.
The dark walls being the universe, and inside are its followers. Humans, watching the sky slowly turn. But the followers do have one thing to allow them a real sense of connection to creation. The orbs.
bones?
Not many orbs are left. They sometimes consume themselves or break, then used by an uninitiated. I was lucky. The orb I found spared my life and returned to where I found it. I know because Alexander took it
Spared your life, eh?
right away.
Oh, what you want? What the fuck do you want from me? I don't think I can go back. Can I? No, the lab caved in. Ah. I don't think there's anything of use here. I don't know what I'm doing. Need an orb. Need an orb. The shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. I looked in the torture rooms, though. There's nothing there. Agrippa, the dying man, seeks a note written by a man named Johann Weir. What? Veer? Where? Where?
Ah, you again.
Yeah.
Via was a brave man and dared to proceed there.
Okay, that's fantastic.
He unearthed a number of cavern temples and gathered a whole collection of orbs. But unlike every other finder since the fall of the he used them and was able to travel far and wide beyond the world itself.
Cool. Do you have any idea where the orbs are? Scattered in the torture rooms. Don't know what the fuck you want from me now, game. 6 orb pieces, 6 torture rooms. Are they in here or are they elsewhere? Really confused. Such filth, he thought. Good men can safely cheer their departure as they are nothing but a burden to mankind. They shall not be missed. Good men are a burden, eh? Okay. 6 pieces of orb. 6 torture chambers. I think the monster fucked off. So now what? Should I go try and touch the electricity maybe? Maybe that'll give me some inspiration. Spooky draft. But the door stays partially open. I'm gonna touch it. A mystic bear. That's not mystic, dude. That's electricity. You got some bruises. I'm fine. Okay. This is one of the problems with horror games in general, and I've been having a ball with this, pretty much. But this happened when I played Soma too, where there comes a point where the game just is like, you need to do a thing. Like, really? That's unkind. Where the game's like, you need to do a thing. Okay, how do I do it? No, you need to do a thing. But how? not use the meat in this way. No tar, no. Especially in games like this where they have an adventure game component to them. You collect a bunch of keys with different skins and have to figure out how to rub them on everything until something happens. And for the most part, it's been pretty clear what to do in this game. More or less. And now it's just kind of like... Well, now what? Do I have to put the meat on the altar? That's weird. Bucket of tar, maybe? Object to use item on. Well, let's try putting the meat on the sacrificial altar here, see what happens. Do I have to combine them? Combination doesn't work. Tar and the jar. No. Hammer and the meat? No. Crank and the meat? No. Tar and meat? Huh. Yeah. This is... If I keep fumbling around, you might have to watch a screen of me looking at walkthroughs. Symbols. Hang on. Fuck off. Symbols? No. Nothing matching that. What do you want from me? Eh. Tar and you? No. Meat? No? Okay. The fuck am I supposed to be doing? There's no secret doors back here. Fine. Is there another bug across my screen? I'll try using the meat on our Agrippa or something. Because there's nothing... Yeah, there's just the orb over there. Spooky draft! Spooky draft. This is exciting viewing. You knave. The fear had begun to drown him again. He reached once more for the empty bottle of laudanum. In frustration, he smashed it against the bedpost. I mean, laudanum does have morphine in it, so that would help with fear, I guess. Can you still be scared if you don't give a shit? Okay. Meat and tar. See if Agrippa has anything to say.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Me, powerful.
Ow.
I've done all that I can. to escape this prison. But now, I use all my strength merely to stay alive. Said he found a way to take me with him beyond the stars.
Fantastic.
But I was too afraid to come along. Seriously. And now, all I can do is regret.
Like Regent's Park.
What? He said, where did I park? Where's my fucking car? Nope. Seriously, what the fuck do you want from me, game? I'm running out of oil. Nothing weird. These are just rooms. There's no orbs in them. The meat was here. Why was the meat here? There's literally nothing in here. There are no orb pieces. Nope. Done this like 3 times now. Go here where there's not dark and look it up. Ooh. Ouch. Damn it. Oh, I dropped my controller. Amnesia. Put my lantern away. Okay. So, yeah, great. So apparently, you have to stack crates to get up there to turn the machinery off, which is made abundantly unclear.
You're a good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your comment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Thank you for chastising me. Super helpful.
You should hurry, Dad. No time for sitting around.
Would you shut up?
You're a good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your comment. But I believe you have more important things to take care of.
Yeah, I do. If you would just shut up and let me do them.
You should hurry, Dad. No time for sitting.
Agrippa? Shut up. Please. This pixel.
And I appreciate your comment. But I believe you.
Yeah, that's what you had to do. You had to figure out that there was a fucking trapdoor there.
You should hurry, Dad. No time for sitting.
And that you have to go up and move a gear. Would you shut up? And this apparently makes the orb pieces spawn, I guess. I'm trying to not look at a lot of the walkthrough, because I would like to figure it out organically, because it feels like cheating. Okay. Let's see. Agrippa, right. Go back upstairs. Oh, I have to go back upstairs. I went the wrong fucking way. Son of a bitch. least the loading screens aren't too bad. This is also one of the reasons I really liked Outlast, because for the most part, at least I don't remember, I don't think there were any real puzzles like this. There were, the biggest puzzle was, how do I get out? You know, you only had the camera. Shut up.
You're a good boy, Doctor. And I appreciate your
Tip
compliment.
that fucking jar
But
over.
I believe you have more important things to take care of.
So, you were supposed to figure out that that trap door existed, and you needed to fiddle with it. And then go back upstairs and find 2 levers that are now working. Why can't I go up the stairs? Come on. Okay. Looking for levers, I guess. That's self-explanatory. I don't remember this. Of course, it's been a couple weeks. Good. Ow! Fuck. Startled myself. Right, yeah, I don't even remember these.
9th of August, 1839. I can't stop sweating and shaking. The warding ritual was not something of a sane mind. I did not even realize the dungeon was still in use. Alexander had his servants bring one of the prisoners, a murderer, he told me. Alexander made all the arrangements, but he said I had to perform the ritual in order to have the right effect. The shadow could be led astray by the blood of another. Killing the man would provide us precious time. What else could I do? Alexander said it had to be done. He is saving my life. I don't have the luxury of argument.
You could not kill a man. Just saying. Hooray. Don't know what that did. I didn't even know this place fucking existed. I had to read a walkthrough. I remember crawling into the sewer, which I'm not going back. So now a mysterious piece of machinery is working again.
Daniel, you have gone too far. I have to stop you. I can't let you proceed any further. I'm sorry, my friend.
Yeah, I think that's Alexander talking directly to us now in the present. I don't think this is a flashback. Okay. Let's save the oil. Because I feel like a monster's gonna show up. Okay, I pulled 2 levers. Now what?
Daddy, good to see you. You got to
Shut up. Oh, they opened the doors.
I knew you could do it.
Okay. Oh good, a labyrinth. Huzzah. Not really a labyrinth. We'll close it. Okay. There we go. Agrippa channels wire. Wire? Weir? Taunts me from the other side. I trust him with my true reason for my efforts, and still he insists on me releasing Agrippa. How an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion in a seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from Agrippa, as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the worlds beyond. Wire claims he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him Agrippa first so he too can help. If he could guarantee success, I would happily oblige, but how am I to part from him if my return might be denied? I know what they are capable of. I have seen their deception. Optimism is a most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release Agrippa without killing him, Wire told me to feed him a tonic made from paralyzer, vitae, and tampter. The poisonous fungi should work as a paralyzer if I can find the internal gland from a large specimen. The choir seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should be able to extract its contents with the proper tools. The vitae could be extracted as usual from any agonized victim's blood. I just need large amounts to distill it properly. Remember to collect this during the next torture session. Tampter, on the other hand, will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with those letters looks wrong. I believe it's a property of the secretion in the water-dwelling cairn. I will have to address Wire with this as well, as he will have to supply me with a host, also properly prepared. Well, should suffice to contain it. Was that the water whoosits that was chasing me? Mr. Barrier, whatnot speaks of a mixture. Yeah. Mushroom, fear juice, and extra dimensional water. Perfectly normal cocktail. Add margarita for a good time. In court, the Order of the Black Eagle spew their politics at each other while I sit quietly in place, willfully forgotten. Once in a while, someone will notice me and lose themselves in a silent cower before regaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same Alexander who helped their fathers and grandfathers to found this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they too will grow old and pass away, while I remain the same, aged, but not by time, by anguish. So deep, man. Okay, is there anything useful in here? This goes to the choir. Choir. Artisanal torturer. Okay, we've made some progress. Uh-huh. Gimme. After the men had secured the prisoner, the ritual began. Do I have to murder someone? Ah!
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons.
Blood words.
Cry disarms my actions. No time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is
Well, what are you then?
cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Paint the man, cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come.
Okay. Ah.
Do anything? Cut the lines, paint the man, cut the lines.
Good Christ, man.
The man cries. How you see?
Wow.
I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Don't think that's how that works. Oh, good.
Alexander, There isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Pedals? Was that a flashback? Hi there. Are you alive? It's the main hall. Do I need to do something to you? Okay, we're going this way. Sure. Ugh. The thick liquid spread across his tongue. He swallowed excessively to consume every drop. He looked through the window at the widespread forest of the morning sun. Will this ever end? He thought. God, that little, like, weird moan at the door gave me goosebumps.
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good?
Is there ever well-placed revenge?
The service. It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it,
The
none of this would
orb.
have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is
Those
killing us.
plants keep startling me. I don't know what the fuck you want. Oh, that looks good. Jesus Christ. I saw that coming. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket had been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. A myriad of spikes pointed at him, glittering as they waited for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickle down his leg. In pain, his head fell slightly forward. It took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and begun to leak. That's horrible. Why are there bells ringing? Oh, hey, an orb. How's my sanity? Yeah, I thought so. Just pick that up. Okay. Can I leave now? Ugh. Blurro vision. That's awful. Pipes, I think. This must look great on the recording. I can barely see it. Followed pipes. Followed pipes. Just went that way. This is fucking awful. Ah, okay. That's just the sound. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm probably gonna die. Yeah. Yep. Hide and wait. Oh, okay, I still have the orb. One good thing about the frictional horror games is that they don't really punish you for dying.
Dead?
Not really. You'll lose a little bit of progress, but they seem to be super in favor of pushing the narrative forward. I'm okay with that. Excuse me. There's actually a bit in Soma where, like, you have to get captured, and the game makes it super obvious. I heard it. Did you see me? Oh, you don't sound happy. But you're going away. Cool. Side of this door or some bullshit. Ah.
The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer.
This is horrible.
Fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
Yeah. Until you slowly bleed out from your bones. I hate that so much. You gonna make a jump scare? Gonna do a jump scare? No? Okay. The murderer's limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel. They turned the wheel slowly, but with intent, so the rope secured around his leg stretched and cracked the bone. Ugh. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other knowingly and took a hammer and struck the victim's chest in a final act of mercy. That's horrible. Well, no jump scare from the wheel. So these are the torture rooms. They won't stay together. Oh, I gotta put them all together and tar them. Okay. I need to find a workbench. Alright. Okay. Toothpaste around? Toothpaste? That answers that. He sounds like a creaky swing. grinding my teeth. No, you're still right there. Seriously, he sounds like a creaky swing or one of those old metal clotheslines you'd have in your yard out in the country. Can I just book it? Probably not. Hello? No? Hey, go away. Ugh. Not looking at you. I can't even make that jump. Well, now what? You bugged again? I can't climb up here. Oh, that's a worse sound. Just keep going. Almost. There. Shit. There we go. Hurt. Hurt. Got there. Okay. Permanent solution. Let's go this way, I guess. Oh yeah. Shit's quite soft. Hooray. I cannot kill Agrippa. Oh good, the brazen bull. I'm gonna have to light that. How much you want to bet I'm going to have to light that? Or it's going to scream as soon as I approach it. Scream? Scream? No scream. The traitor did not know what to think of the brass bull as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat of the fire began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh did he realize it was his tomb. His screams of pain echoed inside the brass chamber and traveled through the complex instrument, which was the bull's head. Outside, the men could hear the brazen bull bellow. Ugh. Yep. Oh. That's optional. Ooh. Where's the orb piece? Pick it up. Okay. Oh, I can't open it any further. That's probably for the best. Okay. Let's GTF. GTFO. like drum beats. I mean, I would say I was surprised you didn't see me, but you don't have eyes. So, there's that. Just gonna go now. Okay, bye. Okay. I have no idea where I'm going. Not this way, but bonus tinderbox. I think I need to go to my right, actually. Just want to see if there's anything over here. Okay, yeah. That's the Iron Maiden. God, I hate these auditory hallucinations. You hear like footprint, crystal clear. I don't believe you. You hear like the footsteps and stuff. I would just like to get the fuck out of here now, please. Would like to leave now. Looks promising. How well this will show up in the recording, but I'm not using my lantern a whole lot because I don't want to waste it. Hey, is that the way out? Must be the way out. No, fuck. Shit. Pipe back, I guess. There goes the pipe. Any tinderboxes or anything? Alright, I think the exit's to my left. Okay. It's that right there, that door. Goodbye. Whew. My shoulders hurt from that. A little stressful. Okay. Oh, all the bodies are gone. That's good. Something died inside of him that day. Watching the man slip away was more than his mind was willing to handle. Okay, well, I feel good about making progress again. That's something. Which tender do I have? A lot. Alright. And now we go the other way.
Incredible. You found Vire's recipe. There might
Fire.
be a chance.
Yeah.
Listen carefully. Alexander is working on opening a gate, a door to another realm. It's where he wants to go. If you could put your anger aside, let him open the portal before you take your revenge. Let me pass the gate then. Please, find the ingredients and prepare the tonic Vire describes. And
Okay.
do so before you assemble the orb. The barrier keeping you from the inner sanctum will only be breached for a short time. Unless everything is taken care of before mending the orb, you won't be able to save me.
Gotcha. Okay, the vaccine? No. Diaries? No. Chemical Wilhelm's contract. Where is it? Okay, there it is. So, I got the paralyzer. And then I need fear juice and monster water. That's where I'm going to get monster water from. Tie the meat to it. Tasty. So what do I do with these? It's covered in mucus. So now I just need more fear juice, I guess. Okay. Such filth. Huh.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Fuck, man. This is messed up. Uh-huh. Kidnapper sat on her knees with her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted. Oh. And her body followed. Her shoulders gave way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. The suspended woman cried hysterically as the men contemplated their next step. I'm glad you don't go into detail about what that is. There's gonna be a corpse in there and it's gonna fall out and startle me. No? Oh, I hate that ringing sound. That's horrible. People are monstrous creatures. Oh, the stool moved. Good. How's my oil doing? It's not so bad. Ooh, got real dark. Ah! I don't like bugs. Get off. God, can you imagine this in VR? that a saw? Oh god. Oh god. Oh. Fuck me. The rapist hanged upside down, his tears soiled with blood flooding from his belly. The saw between his legs had lodged itself in his hip and wouldn't move any further. The men stepped back and waited for the victim to drain. Fantastic. Oh, come on. Whoa. Where is it? Where's the fucking orb? I hear it. Where is it? Oh, this is miserable. Excuse me. I need... Can I just pick up this rope? Oh my god. Fucking hear it. Where is it? Did I pick it up already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I did pick it up already. It's just still humming. Am I missing something? Do I need another piece? Fuck. Use up all my oil just swaying. Stand here a minute. Few cuts and bruises. Right as rain. I guess I'd say the orb was there. Let's see what's upstairs. Oh, good. Something's gonna happen. Come on. Can I just fucking close you? That is a horrible painting. I don't like that at all. Okay. Jump scare. No. It is you, my love, I miss the most. Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I am a monster to them, a demonic sultan perched on a dark mountain top. There's little I can do to redeem myself. The Black Eagle fears me, and after Napoleon's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. If I can't return home now, I shall perish. Notes on torture. Open your textbooks to page 235. There are quite a few things to be said about torture. I had figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans all have a very similar approach to dealing with the physical pain and the terror of anticipation. I can't stress enough the importance of restraining the victim before proceeding. Even the most timid creature can break out in fits of violence where their strength exceeds their expected prowess. Yeah, it's called adrenaline. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will also hinder the effect I am after. The right steps to take are therefore to restrain, while the victim is still dazed, proceed by presenting the form of torture you are about to apply, and then continue with the act. The point of presentation is to infuse terror. The human mind is extremely efficient, as it will trigger itself into great fear simply by imagining it. No shit. While applying pain, make sure to avoid massive damage, as it will prove more efficient if the process can be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses, if possible, with breaks to let the body settle. If you are whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, and strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to produce the vitae and saturate the blood with its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't behave as expected, it is likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again later. That's kind of a hand-wavy thing to present this late in the game. That's fucking horrible. I hate that painting so much. Oh. I hate that painting so much. Okay. Let's go get some fear juice here. Let's see if we can save Agrippa. This room is awful. I hate everything about it. Did my sanity go up? Okay. So now I need to go back and see Agrippa. I think it's that way. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and see him and make the tonic. So he doesn't die, I guess. I don't really know why I'm doing anything in this game anymore. I thought wake up with amnesia, go kill this guy would be enough, but apparently we're a torturer and an awful human being. Ow. That was my thumb. Okay.
How are things coming? Looks like you cleaned out the quiet. Head for the transit and find the rest of the ore pieces.
Can I just combine them? Can't add. The substance needs to be purified. How do you purify it? What else needs to be done? Oops. I got that. I just need large amounts to distill properly. Remember to collect. Okay, but how do I distill it?
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for sitting around.
Purify it. He said don't collect the last orb piece until shit happens. Is there anything down there that would purify blood? There's the broken room.
How are things coming? You're a good boy, Daniel. And I appreciate your compliment. But
hang on to the walkthrough. And we're back. It turns out I was getting a little ahead of myself. You can collect the orb pieces. No, I need to go to the transit. You can collect all the orb pieces and then make the tonic.
Daniel, good to see you.
Yeah, shut up.
You should hurry, Daniel. No time for you.
Yeah. So I was a little ahead of myself. I thought you had to make the tonic before you got all the orb pieces. I know I have slight spoilers, but it's okay. That painting? Apparently that only transforms if your sanity is low. Huzzah! Achievement unlocked, I guess?
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're
Cradle.
mad. How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man. It was an accident.
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault. Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course.
Ah ha ha.
With monsters here.
No, please. I'll do anything. Whatever you want. Anything.
I like that this one doesn't have a diagram. The arsonist kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the impaler. It didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the torture was working beyond their expectations. It wasn't the method, it was the arsonist. He was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Ugh. That's awful. I mean, this is all awful. This is all horrible. Horrible, awful, terrible, and bad. Okay. Oh, goodbye. I was already up there. Don't need to go again. Will this ever end?
I know I have no right to ask anything of you, but if you could find it in your heart to gather the ingredients for Vaya's tonic before attempting to mend the
I got all that stuff.
there might still be a chance for you to save him. Please, my fate is in your hands.
No, I got all that stuff. I like that there's just a jar of blood. Oh good, and I'm out of fucking oil. Fantastic. Okay. Good things are gonna happen. Good things, yep. Oh, oh boy. dreams now. Hazel spent all summer in bed. He used to read to her after helping father with his work. In his mind, he was like, sure, Azazan. And as long as he kept telling the story, she would not die. Scheherazade? Scheherazade. Hi, buddy. You are fuck ugly.
You had me worried. Quite frankly, I'm not sure what to do with you. I hold no grudge against you, Daniel. We are so very much the same, you and I. Did you really drink from the amnesia mixture? It does explain so much of your behavior. You never did finish what you set out to do. You talked about redemption, how you would face the orb's shadow and save our work, and me. I will grant you another chance to redeem yourself. You can wait here and stop the shadow. Thank you, friend.
Why does it sound like deer? At least I have some oil now. Nobody heard that. Except the castle. Okay. Did Agrippa know I was gonna get captured? Good, more oil. Fantastic. Get in the lantern. There is little left to say. I write solely to prevent myself from revisiting the memories of these last few days. If I am fortunate, I will fall asleep and time will pass without effort. I have begun to wean myself off my prison. When I first arrived, I felt like I was being buried inside a tomb. But now, I feel the close walls comforting me. As long as I am in here, there is no pain. The walls protect me from the outside. I even laughed earlier as one of my wardens dropped a key down the pipes. It gave me hope for a second, thinking I could escape if only I could somehow reach it from here. In my dreams, Alexander, I am king. In my dreams, I best you and escape your clutches and return with all the knights of the realm carrying pistols and sabers. In my dreams. These fucking things again. What's up there, buddy? That's a penis. Can I do anything? Or is that just to spook me? Ooh, London. Tinder. And a bucket. Do I need water for anything? Can't tell if that was down. Okay. I mean, seems logical. Sploosh. bucket of water for some reason.
Shouldn't trust him.
Shouldn't trust him. I think that's all I can do in here. Okay. Drop the keys down the pipe. What do I do with the water? Combine it with that? No. Drink it? No. Are there keys in there? Can I just examine some of them? I don't know what you want from me. Again. Drop keys down the pipe. Keys down the pipe. Keys in a pipe. Keys in a pipe. There's a pipe. And a pipe. 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 No pipe. Drop the keys in a pipe. Pipe, 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 pipe. That's a good sound. Keys in a pipe. Where the fuck? Supposed to use water? Find a key to open the door. Pipe, 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 pipe. Keys? Do you have keys? Hurt. Hate it. Hurt. No. Keys? No. Fuck. Are they supposed to be in the bucket? But if they're in the bucket, then how can I empty it? Do I use the water on something? Keys. Keys. The hammer and chisel broke. Shit. Okay, one more time to the walkthrough. Really? Okay, so you're supposed to use the bucket of water on the broken pipes to flush the keys out. I feel stupid now. running now. Oh, shit. Oh, unhappy castle. Don't even know what's chasing me. Oh, good. Good. Fantastic. Something's in the water with me. Huzzah! Oh, stairs. That's good. Come on, door. Come on, door. When Hazel turned 15, she had lived 3 years longer than Dr. Tate had foreseen. Her parents had given up from exhaustion and decided to have her committed for permanent treatment at Canterbury Hospice, but she was still alive. She had embraced him and wished him a grand adventure in Algeria. Oh, hey. We're back here. Now what? The fuck? Alexander became silent. He didn't know what to say. He could no longer recognize his friend sitting across the carriage.
18th of August, 1839. Tonight, we will unlock the power of the orb and ultimately banish the shadow hunting me. I feel it closing in on me, and I fear for my life more than ever. Just outside Horsham lies a small settlement where Zimmerman, a dairy farmer, lives with his wife and 3 children.
I think I'm supposed to be on a carriage, but there's no carriage.
Went there. Our visit was unexpected, and Alexander was able to strike Zimmerman down without alerting the others.
Sounds like a pretty messy encounter, actually.
As he went to take care of the farmhands, I began to look for the children.
Why?
We should have more than enough prisoners to finish the ritual now.
Oh. You murdered kids, too. I really hope horrible things happen to Daniel. The crying had stopped, and he could hear a whisper coming from the cell. They were up to something, and he would have to punish them. Crying being from children. Hooray! Daniel's a piece of shit. Hope I didn't need anything from that well. Other way. And it's nothing. This might be another opportunity to use the... Should not try to do this again. Yeah, to use the meat to get mucus. Oh. The wells appeared to fill up. It's full of goo now. Oh, not that way. This way? Are you sure it's this way? Not that way. That's the way I came. So... prepare for ow. tinder, though. But I feel like I'm not going to be coming back here. Gross and weird. Ow. Gross and weird.
I thought I lost you. The castle trembled and I could hear the chancel collapse. The laboratory might be accessible now.
Where's the lab?
What are you doing? Time is running short.
Lab's upstairs, isn't it? Is this the way we came? Right, there's the lab. Okay. Right. Sure. Cool. Can't add the ingredient. Needs to be purified. Oh, do I need to put them in the ye olde autoclave? Container. Ah. Gotcha. There we go. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like this, given all the pieces, you can kind of figure it out. Where it's like you can't purify it, and or you can't do the thing until the other thing is in place. I get that. Bones just gone. Heating the gland will extract poison. Burning the gland will not extract the poison. Pressing it? Whoops. I did not mean to take the laudanum. There we go. Okay. Crank it! There. Now we can, quote, save Agrippa.
Now, pay attention. First, feed me the tonic, and then use the saw to remove my head. The tonic begins to work. You'll be able to cut off my head without taking my life.
Cool.
Take my head and bring it with you. As you enter the gate, Alexander is opening in the inner sanctum. What do you mean? Why wouldn't you enter the gate? We can't argue now. You need to act.
Okay. Here.
Quickly, off with the head.
I don't have a saw.
And then, whatever happens, get me through that gate.
Is there a bone saw in here? Oh, look. I'm gonna wait till I cut his head off. Just in case I fucking die.
You're a good boy, Dad. And I appreciate your compliment. But I believe you have...
I'm just gonna cut your head off. Hey, got your head. Are you happy now? Okay. Right, I have to assemble the orb. Okay. do that in the lab too? That is great item art. Need an appropriate workspace. Okay. Ow! Is it the chancel I need to go to? All his life he had thought he was a good man. Terrible deeds were only committed by terrible people, like Henry Bedloe, the bully in school. But now he had seen what he himself could do. God, that's so gross.
Use it for the ritual.
Oh. I heard you. Okay. Oh, and you can't go that way anymore. Ow. Yeah, fuck. I feel like this probably isn't gonna work, that I need like a place to put the orb together. Yeah. Okay, so I need to go where Monster Face went. Like a sane person. How much oil do I have? Not a lot. Okay. I feel like we're so close. Power through. Oh, look, a workbench.
10th of August, 1839. I cannot believe what I have become. One of the girls escaped and I chased after her all the way upstairs. I hunted her down, and what is her life worth? How many lives can I take before I surrender my own? Sure, I would kill a murderer to save an innocent, but to kill an innocent to save myself? A cold-blooded murderer.
You are correct. Well, where do I do it then? Oh. It's open now. I'm gonna stick my hand in there. Can I use the lantern? More maintenance. Ow. I don't have any laudanum. Okay, I need a big something. Just jam the crank in there. What can I use? The hammer wasn't big enough. This seems unlikely. Where'd the door go? Just gone. Smell that oil too. Big thing. Can't interact with those. That'll break. Cram a box in there? It's strong enough. Tar it up? No, that's for fixing the thing. Okay, so box. Oh, just a big rock. Ow! That worked. I'm in quite a lot of pain. Cool, now what? What did that accomplish? Or did that stop the weird dynamo thing? God, this is so gross. Stop the dynamo thing. What did that accomplish? Nope. God. Well, that was stupid. To break more machinery somewhere? Quite badly. Okay, so I can't. There's obviously nothing this way. Fucking shit. I broke the thing, but now what? Missing something. This doesn't. Do I break those pipes, maybe? What the fuck do I do with those? Shove his head in there. What do you want from me? Okay. To the walkthrough again. The game makes you think that there needs to be a workspace, but really it's just you need the tar to put the orb together on the fucking pedestal. That's annoying. But we are very close. Okay. Tar. Yeah. Huzzah! Made a ball. Goodbye. She cried and struggled as he pulled at her. Her flowered Sunday dress ripped and she fell into the mud. Gonna fuck you up, Alexander.
August 1839. It's not fair. I'm not to blame. I've been manipulated by that demon.
Just now figuring that out.
My guilty conscience and duped me into facing the shadow alone. That vile, conspiring man. He expects me to meet my death as he steals power beyond imagination.
You're surprised?
Alexander, I will kill you for what you have done. If only the shadow had caught me in London or Algeria, I wouldn't have to suffer this humiliation. You made me a murderer.
Well,
A monster.
you had some part in that.
I merely await my death. I am too weak to press on. I can hardly stand as my knees fail me. I cannot see as my eyes are dressed in tears. I am as broken as the men I've tortured. If only I could wipe my fear away, as we did with them.
That's really menacing. I don't know why I did that. Why did I do that? Guess do it again. Blood. Is there another lever? Oh good, the lantern's out. Now what? I don't understand. Where? I just have to light the candles. Oh. Talking to me or Alexander? I gotta go stand in the thing. Stand here. There we go. Is this supposed to be happening? Mop. Stand in the jello. Alright. Fuck you up, Alexander. Alexander saw the evening had taken a toll on his friend's mind and barred him from the inner sanctum. He could no longer be trusted to be part of the ritual. How meta.
I was wondering if you were going to show up. I see Agrippa convinced you to run some errands. Tell me, is everything nice and clear now? Am I the villain?
You're naked.
And such so blind that you see no good in me or evil in Agrippa.
What? I don't know what you want from me. Hurt. What do you want from me? I'm supposed to hurt, hit it, hurt.
No, don't do that. I realize you doubt my intentions. Why would I take such extreme measures to save your life?
I don't know.
Maybe I'm saving mine.
Are we the same? I was the monster the whole time.
Stop it, Daniel. You are ruining it. We are so close, I beg you. No, you fool! You killed us! You killed us both!
It was my greatest triumph, and I never looked back. You think I was afraid fleeing Brennenburg? Huh. Quite the contrary.
What happened?
I knew it was my purgatory, hellfire made to wash away my sins.
Okay.
There's no denying the things I've done, but I have paid my tribute. I gave them that awful man. I did the right thing.
Uh-huh. Hey, we did it. Oops. I meant to let the credits run, but I accidentally hit X. Huzzah! The end! Oh! That was fun. Well, thank you for joining me on the final chapter of Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I probably will not go straight into the next Amnesia game next week, but do something else. Thank you for joining me. As always, I've been Anthony. And, I'll see you next time.